This is Dr. Angelika Christie's show for women who want to be magnetic, sexy, healthy, and abundant. Angelika is an international speaker and trendsetter for women's wellness and leadership. And you are listening to the SOB Radio Network. Hello again, my friends. So happy to connect with you again here. So this is the second part in the series, Empower Yourself Spiritually. In the last episode, I shared with you how your belief creates your limitations and how you can change your mind and belief to create the joy and happiness that is your natural state. I talked about the manipulations that hold us in fear and bondage, and how we have grown a new global nervous system through the internet, and how this is great and also opens a path for manipulation. And I promised you that in this episode I will share more deeper truths about how to empower yourself spiritually. So let's jump right into it. Empowerment, self-empowerment, spiritual empowerment. What does it all mean? Like so much in our modern time, there is a lot of hype. And even there are more and more programs that promise to teach you how to empower yourself spiritually. And yet, there are also many thought-provoking, spiritually engaged scientists and luminaries who have stepped forward to assist in our spiritual evolution. Actually, I feel that our spiritual evolution points away from pure trust and faith and toward direct knowing. From where? From the essence of who we truly are. And this is what we are awakening to more and more. Therefore, I actually anticipate a future with much joy and have great trust and faith. The budding of a new DNA, or how Dr. Bruce Lipton calls it, the imaginal cells within our evolving humankind, will bring forth a more aware, conscious, enlightened, and self-realized human. And this is what I believe, and this is why I feel confident about the future. I actually like the metaphor of the butterfly. The majority of humans are still unaware of their true heritage and remain a bit longer in the caterpillar stage. I believe that many of us actually are in the cocoon stage, and some are emerging from the metamorphosed slumber and prepare to take flight. Take a moment to ponder on this and ask yourself, on which level do you exist? Or coming back to the butterfly or this metaphor, which stage are you in? Caterpillar? Or the deep slumber of the cocoon stage? Or the awakening to your heritage? Or are you already transformed and ready and willing to fly? Since the majority of people on our planet today, I believe at least, live in the caterpillar stage, it looks like crime, war, and destruction are more real than the possibility of peace. Governments, religions, and other authorities may talk about peace, yet use the power of fear for control. Unfortunately, our awareness is primed to notice bad and fear-based news 90% more than good news. And this is a primal instinct, and we have talked about this in previous episodes. But I want to talk about fear for a moment here. Why? Because fear is the most non-spiritual energy that we are capable of unleashing or manifesting within us, and with disastrous consequences. Just look at crime, the addictions, and the injustices. All are fueled by fear. Yes, there is primal fear within all of us. It is a cellular memory left over that still resides in the reptilian part of our brain from ancient times, and it's important. Our ancestors had to rely on a strong fear instinct for survival. That was good then. They survived, and therefore we are here now. But we don't need to rely on primal fear so much anymore because we live from a more aware understanding of what life is. Evolution has not only advanced our mental capabilities, but also our ability to protect ourselves, well, just through stronger habitats, like houses, the ability of food, clothing, and other life-protecting measures. And obviously, predators do not chase us anymore, nor do we have to kill a hostile tribe member to survive. I would say that we live in a rather safe world, well, at least if we choose. Yet today, there are what I call mental predators. The media knows it, and therefore you can see the bad news on the first page of almost every newspaper. And many authorities, and that includes governments, play on our addiction to fear in order to keep us predictable. They know that we pay greater attention to what is wrong than what is right. I mean, they're smart. And as I said earlier, we actually see 90% of what is wrong and only 10% of what is naturally perfect and beautiful. This is an instinctive behavior from the primal part of our brain. And this is why fear seems to be a natural part of our life. But be aware of manipulated fear that goes beyond our nervous system, that really reacts naturally and responds to actual life-threatening situations. The fear that goes beyond our survival instinct is unrealistic, and it actually robs your freedom. It steals your happiness, and it prevents and even destroys peace in the world. It is really painful for me to see the strangling and destructive forces of fear and how it can prevent so many people, and so many women especially, from living a healthy, happy, and abundant life. I often hear about how people struggle to face their fears. You don't have to struggle. You only have to see the illusion. I believe that fear simply evaporates as soon as you see the illusion and choose to align yourself with truth. How can you know the truth? There is a vast intelligence within every cell of your body, and this intelligence goes far beyond your body's ability to stay alive, vital, and healthy. Fact is that there is no fear within your body's different systems, in your physical body. If there would be fear, chaos would shut it down. Because maybe the liver would say, oh no, I can't, I don't want to take the bile right now, or take this food, I reject it, and chaos may come about. You may actually die. You see, fact is that there is no fear within your body. You cannot see that there is no fear in your body, but your body works in total intelligent communication with itself and its different systems. And I know this is a big subject, and I actually have written a book about this. The title of this little book that I wrote is Your Intelligent Cell, Intrinsic Relationship with Your Body. And send me an email if you want to have the link, the download link. I have an electronic version of it. You can also buy it online, and especially on my website, which is www.angelicachristi.com. Angelicachristi.com, yes. So I think we have talked enough about fear for today. So what are your soul's characteristics? Because as I said, fear is the absence of spirituality. So first, let me assure that I don't use any religious or dogmatic ideas here. Even though most of us were introduced to the existence of the soul through religion or scripture. And it does not matter which religion you may have grown up with. The basic truth for any spiritual person is that there is a God, a supreme being, the creator of all there is. So if you believe in God, then what I will tell you about the soul will make a lot of sense. And if your mind is more analytical and rejects spirituality, you may not even want to listen to me, and yet you still understand the truth of who you are. Why? Because quantum physics and advanced biology have proven without doubt that, in truth, we are all pure energy, dancing light, a colorful rainbow display, and even a beautiful symphony. Yes, you sound. Wow, isn't that amazing? No metaphysical or religious belief can say it more powerfully actually than uncorrupted or pure science. I assume that you believe in God, a supreme being, no matter how you call it. So, if you believe that your soul essence is of this eternal energy, then you must also believe that you are immortal. Oh my God, yes. Here I can see some of your eyebrows rise, even though I don't see you. So let me explain. Your soul is not a part of you or an elusive idea that just feels good. I invite you to at least allow the possibility that what and who you are is soul, is immortal essence of the divine, of the all there is. Therefore, you are naturally fearless, unless you believe in a fearful God or a fearful universe. I don't think so. So what you mostly think you are comes not from your soul, but your soul's shopping spree. Yes, your body. For each lifetime, your soul self, went shopping for the most appropriate, colorful, fun, and meaningful attributes, physical and mental ones, that could be lived through for the purpose of experiencing love and joy and happiness, and as well as the opposites, which only exist in our physical world of duality. So we have both, and the experience is physical. So why are we so attached to our dramas? I think it's because duality creates a rich life story, and it is through the opposites within who we are that everything that is not the soul can be experienced. And it gives us the choices that we have in our physical body. Remember, though, that in truth you are your soul self. And in your soul self you are immortal. You have always been. You came into existence at the beginning of time. You are here now and will exist until what we call the end of time. We have really no idea what end of time means. And yet we have somewhat of an understanding from scientific research about the universe and the galaxies that we are probably billions of years, of Earth years, away from a collapse of our universe back into the void from which it started in the beginning of time, from which God, the Supreme Being, created it. Does this not sound like forever to you? To me, it does. The search for meaning in our lives is unique to us humans, because no other creature really questions their purpose. But of course, we are different from them, and because we are also more aware and awake than most are on this planet. And the more we become aware and awake, the more we realize our divine immortal energy. And the higher we rise in our desire to become self-realized, the more quickly we wake up to our true nature, which is unlimited, spiritual. I believe that our impulse to evolve comes from deep within our true self, to align our physical, mental, and emotional faculties more with the essence and fabric of our soul selves. I hope I'm not overwhelming you here, because this is not my intention. I know that in my philosophy about life, I share insights that I have evolved with through decades of studying science and spirituality. The truth is universal, and yet there are many paths and many teachers. And you are here with me now, therefore you receive a unique and maybe uncommon way to see your truth more clearly and understand some of your false beliefs through me. You still need to learn how to apply your new understanding to make it permanent in your life or to grow with it. Because only then can you truly leap forward and create what you actually want in your life. And don't be a marionette or be open to what somebody else is creating for you. And the greatest transformation actually happens when you become fearless. That's when you regain your original power to create from universal abundance, because everything is available to your divine self. So always remember that you can call upon your spiritual self, because it is you. It's not separate. You can evoke it with the power of your voice and your I am presence. Did you know that there is an awesome power in your voice? The vibration embedded in the tone of your voice sends forth the frequencies that calls forth the manifestation of that which you desire. You want me to repeat this because it's really important. The vibration embedded in the tone of your voice sends forth the frequencies that call forth the manifestations of that which you desire. And that vibration is so powerful that it can create or destroy the object of your focused attention. Can I share with you the most powerful words you could ever speak? So here are the most sacred and powerful words that bring to you what you desire. Be still and know I am God. This is so powerful because it evokes God's presence to manifest whatever you desire from your virtuous heart and soul self. I know this is deep and it's very complex, and we can only scratch the surface here. But when you truly understand this, the words you speak with focused intention will create the vessel or the template, the master pattern after which the object of your desired outcome can be created and is created. Do you remember how powerful this was when we discussed it in the first session on how to crystallize your goals? The first session long time ago, months ago. Go back and maybe listen to it again. You remember? Your voice brings forth the creative idea and desire from your soul. You remember? You get this? So if you want to achieve your dreams, if you want to realize your destiny, if you desire to be a leader and make a positive change in the world, if you want to be healthy, wealthy, and free, in other words, if you want to prosper on purpose, you need to understand who you are now and who you are becoming. And becoming is every moment until you take your last breath. So it doesn't matter if you are 50 or 60 or 70 or 80. As soon as you let go of the stuff that conceals and suppresses your true essence, your heritage, your lineage, your soul and body align and conspire to bring about what you desire. Your creative ability gives you many more choices to create freedom and abundance in your life now. Just think about it. You never stop to create. Even if you believe that your life, you have lived most of your life, and now it's not all that important anymore. It is. Every moment of your life is your creative choice. And it creates your future. So I want to leave it right here and right now for today. But think about what I have shared with you today, because it is profound. Maybe you want to listen to this episode again, and maybe more than once or twice or 3 times. Can't wait to share more with you next week, when I share with you more about how to actually transcend, not transform, but transcend your life for true happiness, abundance, prosperity, health, your happiness. Because in the end, this is what you want. This is what we all want. So have a fabulous week of focused creation from your soul self. This is Angelica Christie.